What are these strange things? And what happens when they finally die? For example, really massive stars burn hot and fast, dying violently in supernova a few million years after birth. But they're the exception. 97% of all stars will end their existence as white dwarfs. Small stars, so-called red dwarfs, burn out over trillions of years until they eventually quietly turn into white dwarfs. Imagine the Sun as a huge pressure cooker that fuses hydrogen into helium in its core through its gravity. The fusion of elements releases extreme amounts of energy that pushes outwards and stabilizes the star, keeping it in a delicate balance. When the Sun is old, the hydrogen in the core is exhausted, and the Sun will begin to burn helium into heavier elements. While doing so, it will shed its outer layers. When this process is over, more than half of the Sun's mass will be lost into space as a spectacular planetary nebula millions of kilometers across. What remains will be its former core. While its former self was about 100 times its diameter, now it's only about as big as Earth, but still with about half of its former mass. A teaspoon of white dwarf is about as massive as a car. Its surface gravity is over 100,000 times higher than Earth's. Life around a white dwarf is very unlikely, but possible. Most of them that exist now were former stars that, well, died, which probably ruined any planets they once had. But that's not all. Since they are so small, a planet would need to orbit them about 75 times closer than Earth is to the Sun to have liquid water. For one, it would tidally lock the planet, giving it a permanent day and permanent night. But white dwarfs have a very stable energy output, so they might actually be safer to live around than many red dwarfs. This is still speculation at this point, but if we could find a white dwarf with the right conditions to settle around, we could have a home for many billions of years.